Shit, it's kind of been popping. What if that were not a real expression? What if that were feigned? What if I just made that up? What if I were not as chipper as that just suggested I was or could be? What if I had staged that? In that, I said to myself, okay, take one, go. And I start the podcast and I'm like, I'm going to sound like I'm really gleeful. And I am going to do some ebonics, i.e. ebonics. And it is going to lead folks to believe that I am so delighted. And it will go something like this, as if I were a stage actor classically trained. A 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3. Man, shit, man. Oh my God, dude. That shit was popping. But the reality is that I'm a bit stoic. And it's all a master act. No, I was actually fucking happy, dude. I was actually fucking chipper. And the reason why I was fucking chipper was that, yo, man, I've been bumping Jay Cho. Jay Cho. Man, I know, one of the experiences that I've had as an educated person, higher educated person, shout outs to Higher Brothers and 88 Rising. Higher Brothers, get it? Higher education. Ha ha ha. And Highlight Records, shout outs equally to Highlight Entertainment Records. So, where was I? Yeah, no, man, I'm fucking, listen, I was bumping Master P shit last night. The Tony Montana shit. And I was like, yo, this is dope. Because I met this cat and he was telling me about the new Master P album. And I was like, yo, I didn't know there was a new Master P album. Well, like a year ago, 2018-ish. I always throw the ish on it because sometimes the internet has fake data. Had to get that tuned up. But sometimes the internet will display like false data. And sometimes it's just a Mandela effect and it is real data, but it changes. So, because everything is in flux. So, I don't know if it was 2018, but it's timestamped 2018. That doesn't mean that it is or that it isn't. I don't know. But it looked like 2018-ish for the Master P album. Because I don't want someone out there to be like, Grove, you said Master P's Tony Montana was released in 2018. That is inaccurate. And I'd be like, but I said ish, motherfucker. God, I curse a lot. I fucking curse quite a bit. So, I was bumping Master P last night. I already did my reaction video. The auto-tune was insanely funny. I was like, is Master P serious? Does Percy Miller really intend for it to, like, is it supposed to sound, because it was the funniest auto-tune I've ever heard. The dude that's doing, I'm assuming it's Master P. I can't remember who all does the auto-tune, but, I mean, I was like, bro, are you joking, or are you being serious? Because if you're being serious, and the auto-tune sounds that way, and you didn't mean for it to be a joke, bro. That shit is crazy. You guys gotta listen to the Tony Montana album, and you will find the track that I'm talking about. There's a few of them with auto-tune, but there's this one in particular where he's like, yeah, and I can't even do it, but it sounds some shit like that. And I was like, oh my God, what? Oh shit, I don't think Master P intended it to sound that way. Because, man, but yo, check this out. Shout outs to Master P. hugely, tremendously successful businessman. I like P, man. I like Master P. But that auto-tune shit was outrageous. So, yeah. So I'm bumping J. Cho. J. Cho, man, is someone who I was introduced to his music from some international folks from China. I meet a lot of people, man, from a lot of different countries. Like, I'm talking countries that you almost never hear about in Western media. I am not saying that China is an obscure country or that any country is obscure per se in the context of that country. What I, one Sir Grove, am saying specifically and particularly is that, man, I was talking to someone from Namibia. How often do you hear about Namibia? I'm talking about Namibia. Namibia. Yes, Namibia. I'm just saying, say it several times. Some of you have never heard about Namibia in the news, right? African country. Look it up. CIA World Fact Book. So, yeah, man, I was talking to someone from Namibia. But I meet people from all over, man. Like, many different countries in Africa. All kinds of islands, countries, places. And, unlike the experience when I was out west. Now, I understand, California, Washington, Oregon, the West Coast, it has everything, right? But the East Coast, man, is a little bit different. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying distribution-wise, different countries and travelers and the mathematics behind it all. So I've learned a lot of stuff here from foreign nationals who travel internationally, who are typically highly educated and relatively well off. Because, you have to have dough to fucking travel, usually. So, I get a lot of intel, man. I pick up on a lot of intel, foreign intelligence from travelers from foreign nations. And the reality is that I've interacted with tens of thousands of individuals. Tens of thousands of individuals. Not everyone is from a foreign nation, but a lot of them are. So I learned a lot of shit, man, about leadership structures of different countries, who's who. Now, CIA World Fact Book is open source. So you can go there and you can peep it, right? And you can read what it says, but I'll give you an example. So the elections just took place in Namibia. If you look it up, it says 27 November 2019. The CIA fact book hasn't even updated. And it shows Hage as having been in office since, going back 2015. So I'm saying even the Central Intelligence Agency hasn't updated. And I know it just happened. I get it. But I play this this Adams game. It's by is it Atomic? Atom? What is this? Let me see. Hold up. Atom Games? Atom Entertainment? Atomic Entertainment? It's the World Geography game. I've been playing it for years and I should fucking know. I ought to goddamn fucking know. It's right here on my device, but if I go to it, it's gonna close this. Oh shit. God damn it. See, if I open the wrong shit, it'll turn this podcast off. So I don't want to do that. But I got another fucking device. Hold up. Hold up, please. Whilst I what? Whilst I retrieve my other device. That was so fucking over the top. Which I was shooting for over the top. Okay, so yeah, look, we still have CIA World Fact Book open here. Namibia. Yes, indeed, Namibia. What kind of voice was that I just did there? Okay, 2.5 Was that 2.5 milli? 2.5 million. What does it say? Estimates for this country explicitly take into account the effects of excessive mortality due to AIDS. Okay, that's fucked up. This can result in lower life expectancy. Okay, that ain't cool. Ovambo, 50% are Ovambo, and Kavongos comprise 9% of the ethnic groups. There are naturally many ethnic groups, but again, Ovambo being 50% representing there. Let's see, languages. Lots of languages. The one that's spoken by 49.7%. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm driving whilst reading said data from Factbook. Oshiwambo languages, 49.7%, and then the next would be Nama/Damara, which is 11%. So the presidente, I know I'm fucking obnoxious sometimes. Hold on, let's get down to leadership. So anyway, with the Atoms game or Atomic game that I play, that is the world geography, you can actually reach the level of doctor of like geography, PhD, in the game if you play it long enough, because apparently at some point, if you've been playing it forever, you know more shit about geography than most geography professors, because the shit updates. That's what I was getting at, is that it actually updates as things update. It updates. That's how I found out about Juba. That is Juba, the new the capital of the new country in Africa. Yes, there's a new country in Africa. It's called South Sudan. I was like, what? Sudan's got a new other Sudan? Hashtag other Africas. Hashtag Mandela effect. I was like, what? So Sudan has there's two Sudans now. Two countries of Sudan. There is South Sudan, which is its own country now. For those that y'all who did not know. Though. Yeah, Juba is new. And then, let me see, what does it say here for? So the, hold on. National symbol, oryx, which is the antelope. National colors blue, red, green, white, yellow. You know what? I'm just going to chill at this light, even though it's green, because they said that 1 million people are without power there. The person who I met said that that's because they live in rural communities. Let's see. General assessment. Good system. Core fiber optic network links. Most centers with digital connections. 3G and LTE. Man, they're rocking 3G, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang. Military and security. 3.35% of GDP is spent. Namibian Defense Forces, NDF, good to know. Army, Navy, Air Force, 2019. 18 to 25 years of age for voluntary military. So it's not conscripted, okay? It is not, or rather, it is not compulsory. It is not, I say, compulsory. But hold up, man. Transnational issues, what are they doing there? Concerns from international experts and local populations over the Okavango Delta ecology in Botswana and human displacement scuttled Namibian plans to construct a hydroelectric dam. Okay, so there's some issues there. Sounds like some arguments and debates taking place. But that's not what the fuck I'm trafficking. Namibia is a country of origin and destination for children and, to a lesser extent, women subjected to forced labor and sex trafficking. Victims lured by promises of legitimate jobs are forced to work in urban centers. All right, that shit's going to have to end. We're going to have to stop that shit. Okay, so transnational issues. Those are the disputes. We already talked about that. Broadcast media, telephones, natural gas. Okay, refined petroleum products, crude oil. Hold up. I just want to get to... Okay, here's the diplomatic. It looks at Ambassador Monica Nashandi since 7 November 2018. Let's see. Chancery is located at 1605 New Hampshire Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C., 2009. And Chief of Mission for the U.S., Ambassador Lisa A. Johnson since 2018, February. That's 3 February 2018. All right, here we go. All People's Party, or APP. Ignatius Shixwamini is what it says. And there are a lot of different parties there, but that's the, and then SWAPO, a National Council percent by vote, SWAPO, bicameral, okay, elections, government. Here it is, Chief of State, President Hage Geingob. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Gein as in November, G as in golf, O, Oscar, B, Bravo. Geingob. I don't know how to pronounce his name, no disrespect. President Hage. 21 March 2015. 15. Okay? So it's now 19, right? So it's not showing the new Chief of State. So you got to go like this. Got to go like this. Gots to go like this. Namibia elections recent. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, let's get this intel. 2019, 27 November. It says a total of 11 candidates ran for the presidency and 15 political parties contested the National Assembly elections. Okay. Where's the fucking results? SWAPO, Hage, Geingob at the top of the shit. So, wow. Same. What? And then the independent was, and I saw his video on YouTube, Pandu Lenny Itula. It's not Len. Pandu Lenny Itula. And the person who I met from Namibia, said that person did not even know how to pronounce it. So I'm just saying, man, like, how often do you hear about Namibia in Western media? There's so many fucking countries on the planet. There are constantly different territories and entities that are vying for position and attempting to gain acceptance to be recognized as new countries. And so when I play this game, hold on, let me see, man. If I get cut off, then whatever. Let me see if I could bring it up. It's probably going to cut it off, but play this game, man, if you get a chance. It's pretty fresh, man, and it keeps you up to date with the micro changes and macro changes in terms of geography. My professor of geography was a Chinese American gentleman who he had worked at CIA in remote sensing at an underground location. He was open about his former work that he did, and he shared, what he taught us was really interesting in terms of geography. And he had been at the National Reconnaissance Organization for some time, and he worked in a skiff. What does it say? Atom Games. Okay, so it is Atom Games. You guys still there? Still with me? Okay, so it didn't cut off the broadcast. It is Atom Games. It is indeed Atom Games. And what is the fucking exact... Because I just one day, some years ago, I was like, yo, let me check this shit out. Yeah, World Geography. What is this? I got 44 seconds. Population, Somalia. Federal Republic of Somalia. Less than 1 million, less than 100 million, less than 10 million, or plus 100 million. What do y'all think? Let's go with hint. Hint. -1. So it's either it blacked out, grayed out 2. It's either less than 100 million or 100 million plus. Somalia. Do I think that there are more than 100 million people in Somalia? I'm going to guess no. I'm going to guess there are less than 100 million. Am I wrong? Yay! +7 fucking XP. All right. There are 11,259,029. Nowhere close to 100 million fucking people. But there are over 10 million. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of this game, man, is that you can play this shit and you can learn about the world, and it updates when countries change. Like, the dynamics and the information situation changes. The conditions in those countries change. It pulls from different databases, and that information updates when you log in, and it'll tell you that someone was recently elected, or this happened, or that happened, XYZ. So yeah. By the way, I'm One Sir Grove. Once again, thank you, each and every one of you true fans, for tuning in to yet another episode of C4CW, Casting 495, Celebrities Worldwide.